Hi guys, Joy here, and today I'm going to be sharing some tips on how to buy succulents online. So let's start. Number 1. Find a reliable succulent seller. So how do you find a reliable succulent seller? Well, I buy from Amity Outlet, that's from Mom Cheryl, and another one is from Mom Herlet. So how did I find them? Well, I type in Google, like, where could I find succulents in Baguio City? And the one that I was able to find, or the first one on the list, was Amity Outlet. So how did I know that Amity Outlet was a reliable seller? First, I tried to read the comments, scan the picture, and most of the feedback were very nice and very good. So I just give it a try to purchase from them. And of course, you have to make sure that those comments that you read are recent comments, like within the month or within the week. We don't want to read like old comments that are very old, maybe because they are not anymore selling. One Mom Herlet, how did I found Mom Herlet? She was recommended by Mom Cheryl during that time because I think Amity Outlet had so many orders that time. So yeah, I met Mom Herlet and she was also a good seller. Tip number 2. When you are buying succulents, ask them to send pictures with a reference size. Like, ask them to take a picture of the succulent with a coin, with a 5 peso coin, with a 10 peso coin, and that way you will be able to know how big that succulent is, okay? Because sometimes they zoom in the picture and you might think that it's big, but actually it's really small. So I think it would be better if you ask them to have a picture of the succulent with a reference size, a coin like that, or a pen. Buy succulents within your budget. Yes, that is my tip number 3. Buy succulents within your budget. Buy the tree for 100, but then if I would like a succulent, like I would send a picture and I say that I like this one, and then she would say it would cost around 150, 200, and it's not within my budget, then I would just say it next time. It's not like something wrong if you would say that you can't afford that, because there's nothing wrong if you say that you can't afford it. So yeah, buy within your budget. You could also say, like, if you're gonna buy within your budget, tell them my nephew's here in display. Tell them, hi Adam, go in the camera. Yep, that's the person making the background sound. Hi Adam! Hi Adam! Okay, be quiet while Tita we're just making videos, okay? Another thing, if you're gonna buy succulents within your budget, but the succulent that you want is really expensive and you really like it, what I do is ask for a smaller size of that succulent. Anyway, it would grow under my care, so I would ask, do you have a succulent of that same kind but smaller size? And if they say yes, then go for it. Ask for a reference size again for you to know how big it is. My next tip is buy the cheaper one first. Since you are just starting your succulent garden, I think it would be easier if you would lose a tree for 100 succulent rather than losing a succulent that would cost around 1,000 pesos or 1,500 pesos, which would be really a pain in the neck. Next tip would be make a list of succulents that you want to order. That way, it would be easier to make an order. Before, when I wasn't yet sure of the succulent's name, Adam, I wasn't sure of the succulent names, what I do was take a picture of it and put a circle on the succulent that I want to order. So I'll just show a picture of that and how I used to order, because before I really didn't know the name of the succulents, but now I know some names. I would just list it down and it would be easier for me and for the seller. My next tip would be, if possible, ask them to deliver the succulent with soil or still in the nursery bag. Why? Because there are a lot of freebies if you have it delivered with nursery bag. Because sometimes if you have it delivered with nursery bags, you would get some little, well, the seedlings inside of them. So for me, having seedlings inside one bag would be like having more freebies, like without even asking, because sometimes you just buy one plant and once you open it, you see inside the soil there's some little seedlings which you could consider as your plants, so you'll get more freebies. My next tip would be, have them get a group picture before delivering or going to the package, because that way you could easily check whether the succulents being delivered to you is complete or incomplete. So that's an easy way. I usually ask for a group picture, and if one succulent is missing, I would say, oh, you didn't add this succulent, and then they would add it. So it's one way of preventing from that incomplete delivery. So have a group picture before delivery. My next tip is, find a cheaper carrier. Since you're buying it online and they're gonna deliver it to you, you have to find a cheaper carrier. For me, the one that delivers my succulent would be the van, because it's from Baguio City, and going down to the Gupan City, we could transport it by a van. So it would cost me around 60 pesos, or depending on how big the box is. If the box is bigger, it would cost 175 pesos, but still it's cheaper compared to other carrier that would charge you around 375 or 370. So yeah, since you're gonna pay for the carrier and the transport, look for a cheap. Find a cheaper mode of payment. On my part, I pay by a bank that doesn't charge service fee. If you're gonna pay through like money transfer, which charge you service fee, that would be additional payment. So most of the time, I would pay my succulent, or the mode of payment would be through bank. My last and final advice in buying succulents online is, be kind to your sellers. Most of the time, the seller would travel very far to get to the city, so I don't rush them. I just tell them that, okay, here are my orders, and they would tell me the date that when they can deliver, and I would say yes, it's okay, because I do understand that they travel very far before they get to the city. So don't order in a rush. But if you need bulk orders, I think it would be better if you give them a month. Okay guys, thank you again for watching. Please like, subscribe, and I hope you enjoy our video. Adam, look!